Ready to open the hood? UseTool for the tutorials.
And for car parts, the right idea is the Mr. Auto app. Easy, fast, and with better prices than on the website.
You will find the bulk brake discs and pads used in the video exclusively on the Mr. Auto website and through the link in the description. Turn your engine off. Pull up the handbrake. Pull on the bonnet release lever and open the bonnet. Open the brake fluid reservoir. In order to change the brake discs and brake pads on your vehicle, you will have to raise the front of the car and take off the wheels. This will provide you with full access to the required area. Loosen the stud bolts on the front wheels, raise the front of the vehicle, and put it in the two-axle stands. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial, raising your vehicle safely before carrying out this step. You will then be able to take off the wheels. Don't forget to slide them under the vehicle. Turn your disc outwards. This will facilitate the process. Insert a flathead screwdriver to the outer extremity of the oblong hole located on the front of the brake caliper. Lift it off using the screwdriver as a lever by pulling it towards you. This will then push the piston in. Don't hesitate to push the screwdriver further in once the space between the pad and the caliper allows. Ensure that you have pushed the piston in as far as possible before moving on to the next operation. Using a socket wrench and a 13mm socket, release the two brake caliper mounting bolts. Finish off the unscrewing process by hand. Using a flathead screwdriver, remove the brake hose from its holding pin. You can now remove the brake caliper and place it on one of the coils of the shock absorbers. Remove the pads. You can slip them off by pushing them away from the disc. Using a socket wrench and an 18mm socket, unscrew the two holding screws on the brake caliper mount. Depending on the state of the nuts on the brake caliper mount, it may be necessary to use a hammer to loosen them. Take off the brake caliper mount. Using a T40 Torx socket, undo the screw that holds the disc. Finally, remove the disc. Clean the hub with a wire brush, and once that is done, coat it with copper grease. This will help avoid deterioration caused by oxidation and aid with future interventions.
Hello, if this video helped you, like and subscribe.
Take the new brake rotor. Before installing the new disc, it is vital to clean it using brake cleaner and paper towels to take off the storage paraffin. If your new disc is painted, you can place it directly onto the wheel hub. Place the new disc onto the hub and rescrew the fastening screw by hand as much as possible. Screw the holding screw back onto the disc. Clean the brake caliper mount on the area of the pads. This will make it easier to put them in place. Reassemble the brake caliper mount once again, starting the screwing process by hand. And finishing with a socket wrench and an 18mm socket to fix them in place. Finish off the tightening with a torque wrench. Take the new brake pads. Coat the outside of the new pads with copper grease. Insert the new pads into the caliper mount, sliding them into place. You can now put the caliper mount in place and put the upper bolt back on. Don't forget to use the new screw supplied and which has been pre-coated with thread locker. Finish by tightening the low screw on the caliper mount. Finish off the tightening with a torque wrench. Clip the brake hose back in. You can now repeat the operation on the other side. Put the wheels of your vehicle back on and lower it to the ground. Before starting your car, don't forget to screw the brake fluid stopper back in. Be careful. Before using your vehicle again, start your car and bump the brake pedal a few times to bring the brake pads together again. Try to drive smoothly and avoid sudden braking for the first 50 kilometers or so to avoid glazing the new pads. Operation completed.
Please support us, subscribe and like the video, that will be really cool.